Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Pure AI podcast, an AI generated episode based on the work of our carbon based colleagues. I'm Gladys Rama, editorial director at 1105 Media, and I'm joined, as always, by John K. Waters, editor in chief of Pure AI. Hi, John.
Hey, Gladys, I understand you wanted to discuss a story I wrote about a whirlwind week in AI, which saw OpenAI's $3 billion deal collapse, Google poach a CEO, and Cognition swoop in to buy what was left.
Yep, I've been following this drama pretty closely. It actually began months ago when OpenAI entered talks to acquire Windsurf for approximately $3 billion. Windsurf had developed a popular agentic IDE, the Windsurf editor, which developers were increasingly using for what the industry calls vibe coding, leveraging AI tools for more intuitive code writing.
CNBC reported in April that OpenAI and Windsurf had even entered into exclusivity to finalize that acquisition. However, exclusivity periods do expire, which is exactly what happened here.
That's when Google made a significant move. On Friday, July 11, rather than acquiring Windsurf entirely, Google announced it was hiring Windsurf's co-founder and CEO, Varun Mohan, along with fellow co-founder Douglas Chen and several other senior R&D employees.
The compensation for this talent grab was substantial, a reported $2.4 billion in licensing fees and compensation. Google stated they were excited to welcome some top AI coding talent from Windsurf's team to Google DeepMind to advance our work in agentic coding, which was a notable understatement given the scale of the move.
The deal was structured as a licensing agreement, providing Google with non-exclusive access to certain Windsurf technology, while theoretically allowing the startup to continue operating independently. But losing key leadership and technical founders isn't business as usual, even in the fast-paced AI sector.
That's right. From Windsurf's perspective, the timing was impactful. The company had been performing well, with sources describing $82 million in annual recurring revenue and a user base that included more than 350 enterprise customers and hundreds of thousands of daily active users. Jeff Wang, who became interim CEO, expressed optimism on X, stating that most of Windsurf's team would continue building the product.
And then, just days after Google's talent acquisition, AI startup Cognition, known for its AI coding agent Devin, announced it had signed a definitive agreement to acquire what remained of Windsurf.
Cognition CEO Scott Wu outlined the acquisition in a blog post, positioning it as both a defensive and strategic move. He wrote that he had long admired the Windsurf team and their achievements, and a top priority in structuring the deal was to honor their talent and hard work.
This acquisition gives Cognition access to Windsurf's IDE, its intellectual property, and its remaining engineering and go to market teams. Wu emphasized that 100% of Windsurf employees would participate financially in the deal, with vesting cliffs waived and fully accelerated vesting for their work to date.
Wu also wrote that every new employee would be treated the same way as existing Cognition employees, with transparency, fairness, and deep respect for their abilities. He stressed that after the deal, their efforts would be as a united and aligned team.
This Windsurf saga is a microcosm of the broader AI talent arms race. We've seen similar patterns: Meta making lucrative offers to OpenAI employees, Microsoft absorbing talent from Inflection, Amazon doing the same with Adept, and Google hiring people from Character.ai.
It's about more than just poaching employees. It's about acquiring the intellectual capital that drives the next generation of AI tools. Companies are willing to pay significant sums for the knowledge, relationships, and technical insights these individuals bring.
The AI coding space, in particular, has become a battleground. Microsoft is actively pushing an agent mode in its Visual Studio Code editor, with CEO Satya Nadella claiming AI is composing as much as 30% of his company's code. Other competitors, like Cursor, have also attracted acquisition interest.
For Cognition, this acquisition significantly scales its ambitions. The company, which had raised hundreds of millions at a valuation close to $4 billion as of March, now has access to Windsurf's enterprise customer base and go-to-market machinery.
Combined with Devon's growing adoption, the deal could establish Cognition as a formidable competitor in the AI coding space. Wu envisions a future where engineers move from, quote, bricklayers to architects, focusing on designing systems rather than manual labor.
The Windsurf acquisition also highlights the precarious nature of AI startups when talent is the ultimate currency. A company with strong revenue and a large user base saw its leadership dispersed and assets absorbed in a matter of days.
For Google, the $2.4 billion for key expertise might seem steep, but in the context of AI's potential impact on software development, it could prove to be a strategic investment for advancing Gemini's capabilities.
The broader message from this series of events is clear. In the AI arms race, no company is entirely safe, no deal is truly final, and the only constant is change. As Scott Wu noted, there's much more work to do, and it won't be easy.
And that's it for this week's Pure AI podcast. Be sure to check out our ongoing coverage of all things AI at pureai.com. And also check out the newest feature on Pure AI, the Converge 360 Elevator Pitch video series, which features snapshot interviews with executives who explain to their target customers what their companies do, how they use AI to solve common business problems, and how to get in touch with them to learn more.
And look for the Pure AI podcast every Friday on YouTube.
Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.